Alright, hello there, welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we are getting into the Palworld, kind of not copyright, kind of weird situation with Pokemon. I don't even know how to describe it really well, to be honest with you, because this is it's a hot discussion going on, and I unfortunately can't play Palworld right now because I'm a PlayStation 5 player, so I can't be playing a game that is on Xbox or on Steam because I don't have access to those. So it's unfortunate I can't even try and play the game. But with that being said, I'm a big fan of Pokemon, and I've been since I was a little kid. Used to collect Pokemon cards, and now here I am after several hours of playing all kinds of Pokemon games. I'm going to take a look at some of the similarities. In this IGN article, they take some of the pals and compare them to the Pokemon that they look similar to, and I've been reading some of the article, and this person sounds pissed off that Palworld can do this, or is doing this at the very least. And right off the bat, this doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It's a penguin. You can't own an art style. He doesn't look like Piplup himself. It's just a penguin that happens to look like another penguin. That to me, this to me isn't an outcry. But yeah, I would say nah. This one's a bit of a reach. Going into the next one. Okay, I'm already thinking what they're thinking in what's the fucking name again? Yeah, okay, so they are comparing it to Gyarados, and I think this one has a lot more realism on the design here. Like, way more realism. It is definitely different than Gyarados. I can somewhat understand this one, but they are definitely different, to be honest with you. This dude has like wings and yellow on his design. I mean, the only thing that's about the same is like it's like if it was a species itself, I would say they could be related, but they're definitely different. This is definitely a big reach. Mozarina. The only thing that's the same as Snorlax in that it's just round on the body, right? And then the eyes and mouth. But like, dude, it's completely different animals. Like, this is a sheep. This is, I don't even know. I really don't know what this one is. Okay, so I had to pull up a secondary tab here. So with this one in particular, I think they're seriously reaching because they have the eyes yellow like this and the teeth, but that's literally it. They're two entirely different Pokemon, but this is not a unique kind of facial expressions. If you go to Sonic Adventure 2, the Dark Chows, they have those exact teeth like that, right? And you can even have some of them with the yellow eyes. But my face is probably in the way. Okay, my point is you could have some with this exact facial expression, and then you could also make their eyes yellow if you get lucky enough like this. So you could get their eyes yellow as well. This itself is not unique. It is not exclusive to Pokemon. So seeing that on the IGN article is a massive stretch in my opinion. But yeah, the Chows, again, you can get their teeth to look like that. I mean, this is not unique to Pokemon at all, dude. Like, come on, man. Let's stop the reaching here. Okay, so Dumud, is it Dumud or Dumud? Dumud? It's definitely coming off like mud at the very least on the second part. But yeah, two different designs. I mean, come on, dude. Just because again they have a similar facial expression, and like, these are reaches so far. These are reaches. Let's keep going. No. Stop. Just because it has that that trident design, what is it called exactly? Does it even say here? Yeah, Empoleon's trident beak. Just because they share that doesn't mean anything, dude. Like, these are two different. This is a reach. Let's keep going. Definitely different, but I can see the similarities. But just like any horse or pony or donkey kind of design, giraffe kind of design, zebra, like that body shape is not unique at all. So I can see how it's inspired off this. Like, I can see how someone could argue that. Okay. This is the first, like, you know what? This archer pal called Robin Quill has the same color scheme, cape, and bow and arrow weapon as the bird Pokemon, Desi Duai. I have a hard time pronouncing this Pokemon, but I can see why they're like, this is similar. Now, is it different? Yeah, but you could definitely be like, yo, come on now. But they're definitely different because, I mean, the body's different. This is an owl. This is not an owl. This dude's wearing a cape like Robin Hood. And it's a very similar color scheme. Yeah, maybe the same, but I guess it's just utilized differently, which makes it look different. The eyes are different. So yeah, definitely different, but you know what? I'm like, okay, pushing a little bit there. And this to me, like, sure, same color scheme, but it's entirely different, dude. Definitely different. Dude, these are not... The pals in this group look like doppelgangers. These do not look like doppelgangers at all. You can easily tell them apart. The whole point of being a doppelganger is they look stupid similar, kind of a little hard to tell apart from even a little bit of a distance. Well, no, this is... From any distance, they look way different. Like, come on, dude. Sparkit, yeah, this is definitely different. I don't see... They're reaching with this one. This looks definitely different from Pikachu. Just please stop. Stop the BS. This is the one I saw on a RDC World video. Yeah. I could see the resemblance here. I mean, this one looks more Pharaoh-like, but like same body, ears, just kind of vibe as well. I can see this one for sure, like Lucario. I would be in agreement with, like, yeah, you know what, this one's a little suspect. But this is like the only one so far where I'm like, okay, that's pretty damn similar. But even then, they're still so different that I just don't see how you have an argument to be like, well, this is a ripoff of Lucario. Like, yes, does it look similar? Absolutely. But it's still vastly different if you wanted to break down the design. For example, skin is different. The pants are different. I mean, Lucario doesn't even look like he's wearing pants. This dude looks like he's wearing pants. He's got things around his ankles. The sleeves. Again, that Pharaoh design. It looks like he's wearing a mask. Eye color. It's... The belt especially, like, it's vastly different, to be honest with you, if you look at it from that kind of point of view. But if you just took it at face value, I could see where people would be like, whoa. This is such a reach. Fox Parks? Anyway, yeah, it looks vastly different than these two Pokemon. Like, come on, man. Okay, this is the second image where I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Very similar. Probably the most similar out of all the images so far. I mean, I think the only difference is he has like the big ass nails, claws, and then the ears, but it's like a tiny different shade of yellow, less black, but still the Thunderbolt. Like, that's the one where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I could see the argument for this one, but different, yes, but I could see the argument for that one. Elizabeth. Yeah, but I mean, you can have multiple kind of bee-looking Pokemon, and they do look vastly different. They're just both bees, to be honest. I think it's a stretch to say this at face value. I can understand it, but once you kind of like break it down, they're pretty different. This to me is definitely a stretch. I mean, I see the similarity in body shape, but you can't argue that this is a rip off of this. Not the same at all. Astagon, it looks like a cool pal, to be honest with you, but yeah, they're definitely different. Incineram, definitely different. These are not the same. Nah, dude, come on. Definitely different. Okay. Body shape looks stupid similar to Garchomp. Is it Garchomp? Garchomp. Damn. Anyway, Yeah, it's stupid similar to Garchomp. I can see where someone says, hey man, what the hell? This to me is probably like the second most obvious, like this was designed from the idea of what this guy could look like with electricity. I'm assuming that he's an electric type in Palworld. I don't know that for a fact, but I mean, yeah. Ever wonder what Garchomp would look like if it were an electric / bug type Pokemon? Palworld's Ozark gives you a pretty good idea with its horns, wings, and a new paint job. I can see it. I can see it with this. I'll give him this one. Jetragon. Yeah, I can see it. Definitely different, right? Definitely different, but I can see it for sure. Okay, so Lamball, I mean, it's a sheep kind of not Pokemon, Pal. This is a sheep Pokemon. They're definitely different, right? I mean, how else would anyone design a sheep? Sheeps are gonna look like sheeps. So in this sense, I'm gonna say this is a bit of a reach because this sheep Pokemon literally is a sheep. And they're trying to design a sheep looking Pal without making it look like this. Like, I think that this one's a stretch to say they're the same. Like, dude, this is literally made off of a real life freaking animal in cartoons that look like this. We don't say Pokemon is ripping off cartoons because you see this. Like, this is a thing. Okay. Banglope. Should have at least changed the color scheme. Yeah. If you told me, like, if there was like a Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoran series where like this was the girl version and the dude version, I would believe that, to be honest with you. I really would. Different, but the similarities are definitely there. I think you can say new hairdo. You know, Broncherry is Meganium with new hairdo, but I mean, it just comes off with more realism, to be honest with you. I'm not really seeing too much here. Like, this is based off of the super long dinosaur with the long neck, and this is kind of following up on that, but with its own style. I don't see the issue here, to be honest with you. Not enough similarities on this. This is Cremis. Just because you drop an Eevee into a bowl of whipped cream doesn't mean it's suddenly a brand new creature. Suffice to say, Cremis looks a lot like Gigantamax Eevee. You know what? If you guys don't know this, Eevee is my favorite Pokemon. And yeah, this is... That's fucking Eevee. I think this is the one that's got me most like... That's Eevee. Gigantamax Eevee, just whipped cream around it. Not a whole lot of design differences other than the whipped cream and just a lighter color now. Not even a huge color change, just a lighter color. I'd have to side with IGN on this one. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, these two look very similar. Just different color scheme. Ooh, okay. That's like 3 or 4 now where I'm like, maybe 5. I'm not counting, but they didn't need to show Leafeon. Showing the Cinderace was enough for me to be like, that's pretty freaking similar. This one's a stretch. Big stretch in my opinion. Azurobi Pal versus Superior's body and Primarina's hair. Nah. I mean, yeah, sure, but you can't combine two Pokemon to say, oh, these both look like a Pal. Like, I don't know. I think it's a stretch for this one. So here you have Lylin, and the only thing that's really the same is the dress, but the dress is the iconic kind of part of Gardevoir. So I could see it, but it's not outlandish to me like some of the other ones we've seen. Okay, dude, this is... Lavender is entirely different than Mewtwo. Like, these are not the same. Don't call these the same. They're not the same. To me, these are vastly different. I'm not so much worried about comparing those two. Like, of all the things we've seen, Boltmane. Essentially just a shiny Luxray. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, damn, that's... Holy... I don't even... That is really fucking similar. They're both electricity? Are they? Maybe? I don't know. God damn, the similarities. Oh, wow. Very similar design. Just a slightly different color. That one's a bit... Okay. Dire Howl? No. I mean, these are based off of wolves and dogs. Like, no. I think you can't take a real life animal and try to say that animal now is just exclusively related to Pokemon. No, I think that this is exclusively inspired off of a wolf and a combination of like some other dog with like more fur. But no, these two, to call them a comparison, I think is a big stretch, just because it's based again off of a real life animal. So those are all the pals and Pokemon comparisons that look similar according to IGN. I think a lot of those are reaches. Some of those were close, and a lot of those, no, I shouldn't say a lot. I would say about like 5 or 6 where I was like, damn. Those are unreal. Like, the balls on Palworld to say, bitch, because I don't have a problem with similar art style. You can't own an art style, and for, let's say, legally for you to prove that Palworld ripped off Pokemon, I think that you'd have to have more proof than what IGN has here. Not saying IGN's the one digging up all of this as proof, but based off of what they have and based off the articles that they're dropping, that they even put on their Snapchat article, like, can Palworld be sued by Pokemon? I'm thinking, to be honest with you, that Palworld should be more than fine. Like, a lot of these are just vastly different, and even the ones that look similar, at face value, I can see it, but design-wise, they are different. And then the ones that are stupid similar, like really close, like the Eevee one. Yeah, I think there's only like 4 or 5 of those, and I don't think that's enough to really warrant anything, I'd imagine, at least. I just don't see how Pokemon can do anything here. But let me know what you guys think on some of those comparisons. I thought they were really interesting, and hopefully Palworld comes to PS5. That'd be cool, I'm just saying, because... But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, this is Ollie Been Different. We've been different. And we out.